Just a reminder, I am recording this. Don't say anything you don't want your mom to know about, because it's going to go up on the internet. Are you with me? Okay, first thing I want you to do is put your name on the top. In whatever block this is. Put your block number on there. Alright, fill out the order of heredity chart using the following words: cell, chromosome, gene, DNA, molecule, protein, trait, and nucleus. Have you seen this before? Yep. You know how your test is open note? When you see something that looks familiar, what should you probably do? You should open your journal and look for it, because you get to use your journal on the test. And look there. It's right there. It's part of your vocab. So, crap. We have cell. What's the next one? Nucleus. The next one? Next one? DNA. What's a section of DNA? What's that?
Trait.
And that's a trait. Fantastic. All right, moving on. We're going to label the 4 cells as haploid or diploid. Label the homologous chromosomes or sister chromatids. Then explain if they're somatic body cells or sex cells from reproductive organs. All right, haploid or diploid?
Haploid.
Haploid because it has half. About this one?
Diploid.
About this one?
Diploid.
Diploid, but we caught it before things got assembled, right?
Mm-hmm. Haploid.
All right. Are these chromatids or chromosomes?
Chromatids.
What about these?
Chromosome.
And, mm-hmm. But it has to be 2 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one?
Chromosome.
All right. Somatic or sex cell?
Sex cell.
Uh-huh. How do you know? Because it's half as much genetic material.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, if you get all 46 chromosomes from both parents, you get a genetic nightmare. You don't get a human.
You get a blob.
All right. So this has to be a sex cell. It's got half as much genetic material. This is probably a body cell. And I don't care if you say body or somatic. All right. What about this one?
Body cell.
Mm-hmm. You can use those words interchangeably. It's still right. And what about this last one?
Sex cell.
Sex cell.
It's a sex cell. Okay. Oh, come on. Focus. Focus.
It's my eyesight this morning. It just fogged me.
Come on. I show you a 3-dimensional object. Then ask you to refocus. There we go. Okay. What's that first one? What process? Mitosis or meiosis? How do you know?
It only made 2.
It made 2.
Okay, so it followed PMAT. And it made 2 identical or similar?
Identical.
All right, what about this next one?
Meiosis?
Mm-hmm. How do you know?
It made 4 and they're haploid.
Are they similar or different or identical? Okay. All right, well, the next one.
Mitosis. two identicals, and it does it follow the
Somebody let that person in.
Could you please stop?
I don't know. Alright, what about down here?
Meiosis.
And what did it make?
4 haploids.
Remember that with meiosis we are sisters, not twins, right? And haploid means what?
Half.
It means half the amount of genetic material. What about this one down here?
Mitosis.
How do you know?
Followed impact. Or is it impact?
Well, this one's got more, so like PMAT, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So this is the full thing, though. It's showing you the full.
It's matting.
Mm-hmm. All right, this one should be real easy because I took it directly from your notes.
Mitosis. It's still from our notes.
Mm-hmm.
The mark is still there.
Made 2 identical diploid cells. All right, what about this one?
What else is?
And it made 4 similar but different, right? Haploid cells. Okay. Label these in the correct order for mitosis. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down my mnemonic device, right? That helps me memorize the process in order. During interphase, the cell is just L-I-V-I-N, right?
Living.
It's living, doing stuff, duplicating DNA. Correct?
Why'd you make a middle case I?
I'm showing you the I matches. So if you see if you see I want you to think L-I-V-I-N, right? Living. All right. For prophase, what happens during prophase?
The spindle fibers begin to put them to the middle.
Really, DNA condenses up, right? Let's look. DNA condenses, nuclear membrane dissolves, spindle fibers form, centrioles move to the poles, right? But the biggest difference is that we see our chromosomes are neatly packaged and not a Walmart bag full of spaghetti, right? Okay. So this is like a shortened version of it, right? I'm trying to teach you how to memorize it quickly. All right, what happens during metaphase?
They begin to separate.
Chromosomes line up in the middle.
Oh no, it looks a bit longer.
Remember that M for middle, okay? Anaphase. The chromosomes are split apart. Remember that A is for apart, right? And T is telophase. So if I look at telophase, we should have 2 nuclei, okay? So during telophase, 2 nuclei. All right, so let's look back at our pictures. Which one is it just L-I-V-I-N?
A A. Or technically it's B. I have it labeled as A though.
How many cells do you have pictured there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interphase isn't even there. Do you see a Walmart bag full of spaghetti?
Nope.
Okay, so interphase isn't listed.
The second one.
So we know that's not there. All right, what about this one?
The second one.
All right. So we're going to say this is prophase. I see spindle fibers. I see centrioles. I see,
Organized DNA.
yes, organized DNA in the chromosomes. All right, for M, metaphase, where do you see them lined up in the middle?
The very last one.
All right. Anaphase is when they're being pulled apart.
The one right next to it.
All right, so what's this one got to be?
Has to be T.
Telophase. All right. Why is interphase not considered a main process of mitosis?
It's just living.
All right. What does cytokinesis mean?
Cytoplasm splits.
Right, remember? We can split that word up. Cyto means cytoplasm. Kinesis means movement, right? Because you think of telekinesis, spooky. Okay. Fill out the chart below based on type of reproduction process being used. All right. See if I can get like most of this on here. There we go. All right. What do you notice about all of these? What section of notes are those hiding in?
Asexual.
You're right. They're hiding out in your mitosis notes. So if I go back in here, well, that's heredity. Hold on, too far back. If I pull up my asexual reproduction notes, aka the mitosis notes, it lists fission, budding, vegetative propagation, cloning, right? So we can write asexual for all of these. So we're just going to put in, we can say it's asexual. We can put an A here, an A here, and A here. All right, what's a description for binary fission? Who does it, I guess is a good question.
The bacteria.
Bacteria reproduce slowly or quickly?
Very quickly.
So quick it can kill you. What's an example? Yes, MRSA. All right, budding. What's a description? Who does it?
Fungi. Crimson.
We could say one body grows on another. Right? All right, regeneration. Who does it?
Starfish. Worm.
All right, what's a description?
When you cut something and it, both sides are alive and they turn into a new animal or creature. Are sponges alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I learned out last night that, in my master's class that some sponges are carnivorous, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like it. All right, one piece of an organism can become two, right?
Yeah.
2 organisms.
Excuse the interruption. I need London Johnson to please come to the front office immediately. London Johnson to the front office.
All right, vegetative propagation. What's a description?
Roots that are able to grow new plants.
It's a piece of a plant, right?
Potato.
Who does it? Potatoes. Berries.
Carrots.
Cactuses.
Don't pineapple do it?
No. Well, okay. pineapples are complicated. I'll allow it. Because you're thinking you could take the crown of it and make a new plant, right? But it still has to get pollinated to give you a pineapple. So while yes, plant, no fruit, right? Pineapples are weird.
Oh, isn't there like a giant collection of like one single fungi that's like spread like a few acres big?
There is in Oregon, and then there's an aspen tree in Montana. I'll tell you about him later. It. Okay, cloning. Who does it?
Humans.
It's happening in a lab, right? Okay. Viruses. Oh, viruses aren't alive. So like they do have a reproductive cycle, but it's not like the other stuff we've talked about. It does something weird. It's technically a parasite, like it needs another living thing to reproduce.
Oh, I've actually seen the crazy.
It can't actually reproduce by itself. Viruses are weird.
I'll watch a Crazy Grapes video.
But cloning, remember I showed you Dolly the sheep?
Yeah.
And the crazy lady who cloned her cat for $50,000? Okay. We also do this in like cancer research, right? So really I want you to think about Dolly and cancer research when you see the word cloning. All right, intercourse or pollination. What kind of reproduction is that? Sexual. All right, okay, when I say description, I mean the cells, not the act, okay? Right? So we have 2 haploid cells. So we're going to get 2 haploid cells merging to make a diploid cell, right? Or, taking a diploid cell and splitting it to get... Ooh, is that the way I want to describe it? Wait a minute. We'll allow it. We'll leave it that way for now. Okay. So we know that pollination, right? Plants. What happens?
The bee takes pollen from one plant to another, and that allows the seeds to make more plants.
A bee or wind moves pollen. For us, there's like a swapping of genetic material deal, right? So we can put that here. Swap genetic material. And it doesn't have to be like the old-fashioned way, the way we think about sexual reproduction, because we're humans and we do it kind of weird compared to other organisms. But like fish, right? Salmon swim upriver, the ladies lay all their eggs, the males come by behind them and put down a whole bunch of sperm. All the adults die and the bears get fat during winter. It's kind of a nice deal for everybody. Right?
Yeah.
Weird, but it works. Have you guys seen Fat Bear Week?
No.
Yeah. I need you guys to start getting invested in Fat Bear Week. All right. What are some pros to asexual reproduction?
It's fast.
Fast.
It's fast.
Less energy. Only one parent needed.
Fast. Uses less energy. Only one parent. Because we know dating is hard.
Especially now.
Couldn't imagine. All right, what are some cons?
Clones, no adaptation, basically the same as the parent.
Decreased genetic diversity. Right? Everybody's the same. If the virus comes through, everybody's getting sick and dying, right? Because we're all the same. All right, what was the other one? Oh, no adaptation, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go down here to sexual reproduction. What are the pros?
Adaptions. More genetic diversity.
We get an increase in genetic diversity. Do you think of anything else?
No.
Okay. What's a con?
Slow.
It's slow. It needs more energy. It needs 2 parents, and we know, we gotta get them to stay together for the kids. It's rough. All right, we got it? Neither did mine, buddy. It's okay. All right.
Could you
Fill
please stop
out the
showing
chart for facts about mitosis and meiosis. So this says parent cell 2N or N. What does 2N mean?
I forgot.
Oh!
I forgot
What
it
does
was.
the prefix di mean?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Try again. What is the prefix di?
Diversity.
Like in diploid?
Different.
Two. Di
Oh.
means two.
I thought that was BI.
No, di. Di. Bi and di both mean two.
I was gonna say, why aren't they called?
2N means diploid, right?
Yeah.
See?
So my
Di means two. So what's N mean?
Ploid.
No ploidy. We're not talking about aneuploidy. You're not ready for that. All right. N is haploid, right?
Yes.
2N diploid. N haploid. You see that? You know how in math, if you have N plus N, what do you have? You have
Diploid.
2N,
You diploid.
right? Okay. So mitosis, is it diploid or haploid? Yes. Meiosis, haploid. The goal is to have half as much genetic material so we can make a new organism, right? All right, when does DNA get replicated for both these processes? Interphase. You see how we have similarities and differences?
Yes.
Okay, that's the goal of the chart.
See what I said? They were in the same bracket.
Huh. What kind of cells are produced, somatic or gametes?
Somatic. Gametes.
Somatic, aka body cells, right? These are making sex cells, aka gametes. All right, how many cells get produced under mitosis?
2, 4.
All right, and how many do we get under meiosis?
4.
Why do we get 4 and not 2?
Because some of them swap parts.
Because we have to have 46 chromosomes when we have a baby, right? Ideally. If we have 92, because we try to merge 2 diploid cells, it's not going to work. The math is not mathing. All right, are the new cells identical or similar in mitosis?
Identical.
Identical. We clone them, baby. What about meiosis?
Similar.
Similar. Sisters, not twins. Okay. What replication process is used and why for mitosis?
PMAT. IPMAT.
Okay, wait, you're right. So we use IPMAT. And why do we just do IPMAT like that? Because we need 2 identical cells. The goal is 2 identical cells. All right? And they got to be identical. What about for meiosis?
PMAT 1.
Right. So we do IPMAT, or really PMAT, right? 1 and 2, right? Why?
Because we need to make them different.
Because we need to make them different, right? And because we need half as much genetic material. All right. Make sense? You would not understand this chart or why mitosis and meiosis are similar and different. All right, we're going to keep rolling with it. All right, use the chart to answer the questions. Recall that somatic body cells are diploid and gamete sex cells are haploid. All right, I see that viruses are on this chart, right? And it says number of chromosomes. You see how it says not applicable? Viral DNA doesn't come in chromosomes is why. They come in plasmids. It does something weird. I wish I could delete him off the chart, but there he is. Okay? So we'll... If we have time at the end of the year, we could do a little virology study if we want. If you got questions.
All I have is Kurzigert's information.
What was your question, Zeke?
Wait, you said delete who? Off where?
This virus guy, he doesn't actually have chromosomes. He's got something called plasmids. He doesn't play by the same rules as everyone else. All right. What organisms have the most chromosomes on this chart?
Chicken and dog.
If you notice, your complexity as an organism does not determine how many chromosomes you have, right?
Yes.
We are way more complicated than a dog, right? And yet we have less chromosomes. It has to do with where you evolved off the phylogenetic tree. Okay, I haven't shown you a phylogenetic tree, but I'm going to here in a couple weeks when we start talking about Darwin. All right? But we just have a different path, right? How many chromosomes would you expect to see in a somatic cell for a tomato? Well, first thing we need to do is find the tomato. He's got 24 chromosomes total, right? But we need them for a somatic cell. Is that right? 24? Okay. All right. How many chromosomes would you expect to see in a human gamete cell?
23.
Remember 23andMe, the company? Okay. We had that big lawsuit. I need you guys to start watching the news a little bit. All right, a poodle grows long hair very quickly. How many chromosomes would you expect to see in a single hair for this organism? Wait.
2.
Let's read it again. A poodle grows long hair very quickly. How many chromosomes would you expect to see in a single hair for this organism?
2.
Well, the first thing we need to ask ourselves, okay, where's the poodle on here? It's got 78 chromosomes. It's kind of hard to see. But the second part of that is like, is it a body cell or is that a sex cell?
Body.
So it's got is it all or half then?
All.
Okay. All right, now it's asking you to make a chart of haploid chromosomes and diploid chromosomes. Okay, for a human, we already said that's going to be 23 for a haploid, which means how many is going to be diploid?
46.
All right, what about the chimpanzee?
24.
24, and then that means we got
48.
48. If it's easier to start with the diploid column, we could do that. The dog has 78. What's 78 divided by 2?
I don't got my calculator. I don't know.
All right, look, because it's early. I believe you, but I have people on this video who aren't going to believe you, so I need to show them that it's 39.
Yeah, it is. Because 70 divided by 2 is...
All right, what about the mouse?
8.
He has 40 diploid chromosomes, so how many is going to have? And his sex cells, 20. What about the tomato? We said 24. Half of 24 is 12. What about the rice? 24 again. Half of that's 12. What about the fruit fly?
8.
He has 8 lonely little chromosomes, so he's only going to have 4 to play with. Fruit flies are really cool. We use them as models in a lot of like biology classes when you get into college. You'll be able to clone them, mess with the DNA, make their spines glow like I did.
Interesting.
I'll show you a picture later. So because they have so few chromosomes and we know exactly what each gene does, we can mess with them in ungodly ways, like give them no eyes or no wings.
So why can't we do that with rice?
We can and we do. We've actually invented a type of rice that requires less water and can be grown in drought-stricken places, and it's helping solve world hunger.
Wow. Now what if we do that for
It
apples?
is tough. Solving world hunger is definitely tough.
Can we do that for apples?
Oh, apples are complicated. We could talk about that some other time, though. All right, match each concept with the correct definition. Write the letter of the correct definition in the line provided. Each answer should be used once. All right, A, the process in which sperm and egg cell join together. What is that?
Sexual reproduction.
That's sexual reproduction.
It is sexual reproduction, but there's also this fertilization thing on here. And that's kind of like a similar thing. So I'm going to hold off on putting an answer for that one yet. Let's see if we've got a better fit first.
C.
Oh, you want to look at C? The reproductive process that involves 2 parents and produces variation. I like that for sexual reproduction. So we can put A for fertilization then, right? Do you see how, like, your answer was correct, but there was a better answer? Standardized tests love to do that to you. You need to pay attention to the wording before you, like, commit to an answer, okay? All right, B, differences or blending of traits among individuals of the same species.
Genetic variation.
Genetic variation. Look at all of us in this room. We all have 2 eyes, 10 fingers, hopefully 10 toes, right? We got hair on our heads, eyebrows, most of us, right?
Most of us.
That was a joke. We all have the same general traits, right? They're just a little different from each other, correct? That's genetic variation. All right, we've used B. The process by which living organisms produce new individuals.
I think that's
Reproduction. Have you guys seen Grease? That musical? Oh, I bet you don't know that song.
I've seen Epic the musical.
Oh, okay. New individuals produced by one or more parents.
Offspring.
I like it. It's also a good band if you're into, punk.
The last one that was based on
F.
Yep. You're killing it, guys. You're killing it. I love it. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen this in forever. Where might I find something about the law of superposition in my journal?
My previous journal.
Ooh, possibly your previous journal,
Oh.
but you also have some things in here.
This one.
on the table.
Law of
It might be on the
superposition.
table. Let's look. Is law of superposition in there? I might be missing a page. Oh, yeah, it sure is. What's that? That looks real similar, doesn't it? What's that say? The youngest is on top, the oldest is on the bottom? Okay. So, what law is associated with how old each rock layer is?
Law of superposition.
Exactly what I said.
If you need your old journal as an emotional support journal, you are welcome to bring it Tuesday or Wednesday or get it off the rack wherever you put it, okay? I'll let you use it. It has your name on it. That's the good news. All right, what does the law state?
Where would I find the oldest fossils? In F. The bottom.
Where's the youngest at?
The top.
And see, we didn't have a full definition. We just had a little tiny note picture, right? But it was still helpful. You see that? Okay. Where would you find the oldest fossils?
The bottom.
In F. If they're there.
Fred died.
Okay, meet Fred. Fred had a really bad day about 50 million years ago. Today, Fred rests easy in a rock in Miss Durham's class. Using as much detail as you possibly can, explain how Fred got there using the vocabulary from the rock cycle.
Alright, okay. So,
First of all, Fred died. Then what?
Fred died. And then his body was floating through the ocean.
Okay. Next. Fred has to become sediment, right? Okay.
That's why he floated through the ocean. And then he landed in some rocks.
Fred falls to the bottom of the ocean. Then what?
He goes under the rocks because they kind of fall on top of him.
Sediment is deposited. Do you remember those words?
Yes.
On Fred. Does that alone make a fossil?
No.
Because if I just dump a bunch of sand on you, well, you might be dead depending upon how much sand it is, right? But are you a fossil?
No.
You're
I'm
just a
dead.
corpse with a bunch of dirt on top of you. So then what?
Then we have to wait a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta wait till
And wait.
bones petrify.
Okay, so a long time passes. But what else is happening during then?
Your bones are calcifying.
Mineralizing. And the sediment cements and compacts. Remember cementation and compaction? Fred turns to rock.
Brandon, we should try this one.
and then I bottom. Okay. All right. Coincidentally, what else is formed the same way?
Sedimentary rocks.
Sedimentary rocks, right?
Yep.
Specifically. Keyword being sediment and deposited. All right. This rock was found at the base of an active volcano. Using the rock cycle vocabulary, explain how this rock was formed.
Okay, so
Heat and pressure.
It erupted and then it cooled, right?
hot then
It
cool.
has
And then rock.
That's it.
And then
That's the whole thing.
Yep.
rock.
Were you scared because there was such a big space?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
That's good. You can store the spaces.
Next rock. This rock was found deep below Earth's surface on a recent geological survey of minerals. Explain using the rock cycle how this rock was formed. 1. A sedimentary rock was buried deep within Earth's surface. Then what?
Then it's sedimentized.
This rock has wavy lines in it, which means it got really hot. So it went through heat and pressure.
And then it cooled. Crystallized.
You're right. And we know it changed because sedimentary rocks usually have flat layers straight across, and these layers got wavy. But heat and pressure, that's the important part, caused the rock to change into what?
Igneous or metamorphic. I'm gonna give a high score on this test.
I think a lot of you in this class will. All right, sort the following into constructive and destructive forces. Why did I spell rain that way? Wow, that should say R-A-I-N.
R-E-I-G-N.
Yeah, right? Like, what happened? All right, rain causing erosion. Is that constructive or destructive?
Destructive.
How do you know?
Because it's breaking the rock apart.
Making the rock break down.
It's breaking down, not building up, right? Okay.
A rifer.
What happened? A river, not a rifer, depositing sediment. Constructive or destructive?
Constructive.
How do you know?
Because it's depositing
Because it's
sediment,
building it up.
the
So it's building up plate, not tearing it down, right? So it's got to be constructive. All right. So we got that, despite my terrible spelling. All right, acid dissolving calcium deposits.
Destructive.
It is destructive. How do you know?
Because it's not building it up, it's breaking it down.
It's breaking it down into a new material, right?
Yep. It's a chemical change.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, 7th grade. Ice wedging. Destructive. Volcanic activity.
Constructive.
Constructive. Yeah, because it's building plate up, right? Wind abrasion in the desert.
Destructive.
It is destructive. Whoops. What's abrasion mean again? Yeah, it's scraping, right? So the wind is literally scraping pieces of the rock off. All right, subduction zone. Oh, that was tricky.
Constructive. Destructive.
Okay, what's happening at a subduction zone? What's the plate doing?
Breaking.
It's going under. What's happening to the plate when it goes under?
It's being eaten by the earth.
So is it constructive or destructive?
Destructive.
It's destructive, isn't it? When in doubt, get the hands out. Do them plate movements, okay?
I've got them.
All right, continental convergent boundary. That's really specific. You're right, but I don't think you know why you're right. Why is it constructive? Bingo. Okay, continental convergent boundary.
Because it makes mountains.
It's making mountains. Fantastic. I threw you a couple of curveballs those last two, didn't I? All right. Write increase or decrease for each of the groundwater scenarios.
Increase.
Steady rainfall over spring. Is that going to increase or decrease groundwater?
Increase.
Where's groundwater at?
Underground.
Underground. That's the key word here, right?
Mm-hmm. The drought will decrease.
What about a drought?
Decrease.
Snow melt after a winter storm.
Increase. Oh, hey, that happened recently.
Uh-huh. An increase in paved ground. Good. Decrease because there's nowhere for it to absorb, right?
Yep.
Yep, that is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is called a cladogram.
Dinosaurs.
Pause. Listen carefully. This is called a cladogram. I haven't specifically taught you how to read these yet, but I'm going to take a second and do it. When you see a cladogram, we're talking about changing in body plans, okay? And each one of these little diversions means a specific change happened. If you notice, the arrows are kind of giving us a heads up about what kind of change is real noticeable. What does this one say?
Evolution of feathers.
So everyone after Tyrannosaurus should have what? Feathers, okay? And then this says, you don't need to worry about that. And what do you see down here with Archaeopteryx?
Evolution of flight.
The evolution of flight. So everyone after Archaeopteryx can do what?
Fly.
Okay.
Microraptor.
What's the point of having feathers? Thermoregulation. These are animals that can't control their body temperature by typical means. Remember? Because we're related to lizards. And what's a lizard need?
It's cold-blooded, so it can't control its own temperature.
They need a temperature-controlled environment, right? Have you ever been to the Memphis Zoo?
Yes. No. I love it there.
Have you ever gone inside the reptile room? It is hot and it's sticky and muggy as all get out in there, right?
Yeah,
And it's
but
because
there's
the
frogs.
lizards cannot maintain their own body temperatures or humidity the same way we can. Yes.
There is frogs.
I know they look similar, but I didn't know Gallimimus and Velociraptor was in the same evolution.
I know, it's really weird. I agree. Especially because you got the little stubby arms and all of a sudden we have big arms with feathers. I know.
Wait, why did they make these crazy names? They could have just made it something simple.
Okay,
Science.
remember how I told you that scientists borrow words from other languages to make things make sense sometimes because those languages aren't changing anymore, and like English is constantly changing. All of these mean certain things when you put the words together this way. So that's why they have crazy names. So like Tyrannosaurus Rex
T-Rex.
is literally king of the dinosaurs. Okay?
Allosaurus.
All right. Fill in what? Fill in the blanks using the following words. Then answer the questions about the chart. All right, so we have these words: sedimentary rock, mass extinction, fossil evidence, evolution. The diagram shows what?
Fossil evidence.
Evolution? Okay, let's see if that fits.
That's not gonna fit.
It doesn't fit. So it's got to be what?
Fossil evidence.
Discovered in what?
Sedimentary rock.
It says something rock stratum, so sedimentary?
Oh.
Blank is small changes in an organism
Evolution.
that it undergoes due to changes in the environment. That's going to be evolution.
That's extinction.
Evolution doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, arduous process. Unless you're a turtle. We'll talk about that later. Turtles make
Mass
me mad.
extinction does. It happens overnight.
Well, that's because of genetic variation is the reason why we're able to survive. All right. Blank are responsible for stresses like habitat and food loss that cause organisms to change. What would be a stressful
Mass
event?
extinction.
Based on the provided information, what three major body changes are observable in the chart for the raptors?
The arms
Arms,
and the body.
their head, and their tail.
Their heads are
What does this say?
Bed.
Let's get it straight from the chart. Let's not like extrapolate here. So we said the evolution of feathers. What else?
whatever. Hop.
Don't worry about that word I said.
Light.
Evolution of flight.
Wings.
Wings. Are you like
We said something was happening with the arms. What about the size?
Yeah, they're getting smaller.
they get
But
smaller?
that's because that's not as much oxygen. So they
Well,
can't
like
be as
there's
big.
not enough like things to support a Tyrannosaurus Rex, like nutritionally speaking. All right. Complete the chart about plate boundaries. Uh-oh. It didn't go away. What's a convergent boundary look like?
Two arrows going toward each other.
What's a divergent plate boundary look like?
Two arrows going away.
Go away from each other.
What's a transform boundary look like?
Two arrows sliding
Against
past
each other.
All right, we see that transform boundaries cause earthquakes and divergent boundaries cause seafloor spread. What do convergent boundaries cause?
Mountain.
And what else?
Volcano.
I forgot.
Oh, we forgot. It sounds like.
Like volcanoes, mountain range, yeah.
Hold on. We're going to get out our handy dandy notebook. We're going to go back in time. Do you see how I use this as a reference manual?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Plate tectonics. Uh-oh, my cheat sheet practice is blank in here.
Makes it trench.
Does anyone have that on them?
Nope.
Hold on. This is why I have
13.
like 3 journals. I'm tired. Earth history. Convection currents. Oh, there we go. Let's look at the convergent boundary. Subduction. Plate recycled volcanoes. Right? And I want to say, remember this is going to make a rift valley, right? Am I crazy? Does that also make mid-ocean ridges? It does. This is also going to make trenches. Okay. And this is just earthquakes, right? That's all we're really worried about?
Yeah.
Okay, we did it, guys.
Because it seems like there's still some major.
Oh, there's more. But I mean, we survived the chart. We survived the chart, right? And remember, we didn't have to go looking in Google. The problem is with using like the internet to do some of this is that it's going to give you answers that are not worded in a way that I need you to know it, right? Come on. Focus. 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 I feel like I'm at my doctor's office right now. You know, go to the eye doctor. What happens if I do this? Haha! Okay. Use the diagram to answer the questions. Your diagram wasn't in color. I'm so sorry. Alright, what's being shown?
Magma.
Seafloor spreading. So what's happening here?
They're starting to split because it's divergent.
New plates being made here, but what's happening over here?
It's being eaten. Forgot what the word was.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, what would you expect to see the oldest crust at?
At the bottom. Like at the end.
At the end of the plate, right? By the continent?
Yeah.
By the subduction zone?
The one getting eaten.
Mm-hmm. Where would you expect to see the youngest crust?
In the middle.
In the middle. It's gonna fall.
Alright. What area is plate recycling happen?
Under the continent.
At the subduction zone, right? Alright. Mrs. Durham went to Mount Everest to study the geologic formations. Here are some notes from her field journal. 1. Base of the mountain has traits of continental convergent plate boundary with uplift. 2. At summit, there are sedimentary rocks containing 440 million year old marine fossils. What usually happens when two continental plates collide?
It makes a mountain range.
The crust crumples and uplifts.
Oh,
New ocean crust is created. What's your answer?
let me see.
I like C.
Volcano.
Yeah, I like C. Yeah.
Okay. Because this is saying specifically continental plates, right?
Mhm.
If it's oceanic, something different would be happening.
Mhm.
Okay. What does uplift mean in geology? B, land being pushed upward. See, it's got
Yeah.
up and up. Okay, we're still missing that on tests. I don't know what's going on there. Sedimentary rocks with marine fossils were found at the summit of Mount Everest. What does this suggest about the summit area in the past?
That's not real.
Well, you actually went to Mount Everest. Oh my. Oh, this is AI. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, this is AI.
But what can we say about Mount Everest?
It was once underwater.
It was once underwater, right?
Yes.
All right, the question on the other page about this picture was, do you think it's real? Why or why not?
It's
I
not
don't think it is.
AI.
Why do you think it's not real?
It looks funny. Your hair is also the wrong color.
It's like it's AI.
Could have been an old picture,
I
though.
can tell because it's like it's lifeless. And I don't like it.
It is fake. It's AI. Look at the gloves.
And your facial structure looks.
Why are you wearing
It-
two different pairs of gloves?
You can't count. Plus, you can't climb Mount Everest. It's just a
You have to wait till someone comes back. There's definitely some things wrong about it, right? But at a glance, it seems plausible. That's the problem with it, right?
I actually did think it was
So good job. Good job. You got it. All right. Marine fossils at the top of Mount Everest are 440 million years old. What does that tell scientists about the Earth's surface over time?
Land can move and change position. C.
Land can move and change position. Earth's surface never changes. We know that is a lie. Mountains form instantly. That's not true. We know that it's a slow process. Fossils can move on their own. Yeah, sure. If you're a Pokemon, maybe. All right. Which explanation best connects both the observations from Mrs. Durham's journal?
I still want a shiny hammer.
It has to. B.
It has to be B.
I knew.
B.
Part of the ocean was uplifted and fossils were sent up. Also, like, this picture's really weird because I asked it to put me on Mount Everest and then Everest is in the background.
Yeah, it's like a different nose. I don't know.
It's funny. Like, and these, like the picture here. I mean, there's a lot of issues with it if you really look at it. The gloves are what got me, and my nose. I feel like my nose doesn't look like that. All right.
Hair wrong though.
If organisms could not cross oceans, how could the same fossils be found on different continents?
For like, yep, because the continents were connected.
They were connected.
Or crab.
What was Pangea?
A large man mass. A single man.
AKA a supercontinent.
Yeah.
And so if it was a single landmass, you couldn't go anywhere else but there.
What does PS mean?
Where like the continent name different?
Something Steve would play, but I can't remember.
Where the continent's name different when it was like in one like supercontinent? Well,
I don't know. I would assume so.
There's
What are
been
countries
multiple
on there?
supercontinents.
I mean, I don't think we were observing country lines when we weren't even an organism yet. You know what I mean? We weren't then. Like we weren't there.
We weren't smart.
We were still primordial soup, I guess. All right. How does Pangea help explain why the same fossils are found on different continents? Fossils can float across oceans. Is that true?
No. I mean, kind of.
No.
Depends.
Continents were once connected and later moved apart.
yes.
Yeah.
So far, that makes a lot of sense. Fossils form the same way everywhere. That's not true.
Yeah. Some of them are.
Animals migrate across water. That doesn't explain anything. No. Because some of those fossils are plants, like Glossopteris. The fossil Mesosaurus has been found in both South America and Africa. What does this evidence best support?
Mesosaurus could swim.
Mesosaurus could not swim an entire ocean.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about the giant, like, long-necked. I forgot what it was called.
The continents were once connected as Pangea. Mesosaurus lived in saltwater oceans.
Definitely not. No.
The fossil formed at the same time by chance. Nothing's ever random. Oh no, a graph.
Oh, this is
All right, this chart shows national contributions to greenhouse gases in the year 2000. What country had the largest contribution to atmospheric greenhouse gases?
us.
USA, yep.
The USA. How do you know?
It's the biggest. This is 20%.
And it says 20%.
What would you suggest that we do to fix that?
Remove all cars.
Well,
We should
what's a
bike
logical thing that we could do?
everywhere. We should bike everywhere.
Yes, use public transport.
Use those little electric cars. Yep.
Hmm? At 20%? See?
Why are we gray?
What about increasing solar electricity?
Wait, so what if you use solar electricity on cars?
So that was always kind of the goal, but right now solar panels are kind of heavy and it decreases your mileage. That's something that
And also you can't drive at night.
back in the day when Tesla was a young company and certain people hadn't lost their minds, that was the end goal for Tesla, is that you could have a solar powered vehicle. If you know, you know. So, like, the end goal was to eventually get something like that. The problem is there's, like, a weight to distance formula. So, the more mass you put in the vehicle, the less mileage it can go on a single charge, right? Solar panels are heavy. So, and the battery is heavy.
And then it's gonna weigh the car down so you can't drive it as fast.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I just had an idea, and
Yeah.
also I had a bonus question.
Okay.
Okay. What if since we can also get power from the wind, what if put a mini windmill
I mean,
the back on something that can
It causes drag.
and also the cars aren't very aerodynamic.
Right, because it's going to cause drag. Okay, but, overall, good thoughts, good thoughts. Okay, what colors are absorbed and reflected by the following colors? Okay, for red, what gets absorbed?
Red.
Everything else.
Wait.
Uh-oh, we forgot how this works.
Yes.
Okay. Where might you find information about waves? Because this sounds like a waves question.
In my previous journal.
Oh.
This thing has nothing to. Oh wait.
Okay. Light waves. Transmit, absorb, reflect, and refract. So if black absorbs all light, White reflects all light, blue reflects blue, and it absorbs all other colors. So we can start there, right? It absorbs red, orange, yellow, green. Does it absorb blue?
Nope.
No. Indigo and violet, right? But what's reflecting? It's reflecting blue, right?
I was right. It is
Okay, so the rest of these should follow the same kind of plan, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so red, what's being reflected?
Red.
Orange, what's being reflected?
Orange.
Yellow, what's being reflected? Green.
Green.
Indigo.
Indigo.
And violet.
Violet.
Okay, so what are you going to do for your list up here?
Right. Everything
Remove
but
the reflected, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Red, yellow, blue, indigo. Red,
And then like
orange,
black absorbs
green,
everything, and white reflects everything.
indigo.
Right.
Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo. Wait, not indigo, green. Indigo. Blue,
This is crazy.
blue, indigo. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet.
Okay, do you see how I did that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, remember that Roy G. Biv is the rainbow's government name.
Roy G. Biv.
It's the rainbow's government name in order. All right, we think about the behaviors of waves for the next questions. If we blank the amplitude, we are increasing volume. If we increase amplitude, we increase volume. See the amplitude here? That's how tall the wave is. If we increase that, we increase the volume. If we decrease amplitude, we are what to the volume?
Decreasing volume.
If frequency is increased, the pitch.
Decrease.
If frequency is blank, the pitch decreases.
C is decreased. Pitch.
Okay, remember, frequency is how many up-downs per second, right?
Yep.
Remember that amplitude is how big the up-downs are. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking this is going to have... Oh my gosh, guys, we did it. Do the topography chart.
What's topography?
It's up on the wall.
Which one?
Oh, on the wall.
All right, we write the word topography.
Oh.
Then what's it say? What's it say under the word topography up there?
Weathering,
read that from
destructive,
here.
erosion. Oh wait, texture of earth surface.
WED, right? It says WED. There's three things that form topography. Weathering, erosion, deposition. There's two types of weathering. What are they?
Chemical and physical.
Physical and chemical.
Is it constructive or destructive?
Destructive.
Destructive.
What's the E stand for?
Erosion.
Right? Is it constructive or destructive?
Destructive. Definitely.
And what's the D stand for? Deposition. Is it constructive or destructive?
Constructive.
All right, draw and label a convection current.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, look what you have. All right. Yeah, you're just gonna copy this guy, right?
That's it.